Are you the type of driver
Okay, excuse
who
me a
likes
second. Right, I'm now going to be going on a lap, so
Gonna lock in.
goodbye, friendly Perry.
Welcome to Hot Laps, where we put big names behind the wheel and in the hot seat. I'm Olivia Hartley, and today I'm joined by someone you might not recognise without his racing helmet. It is racing driver, Le Mans competitor, Formula One veteran, and the original Stig himself, Perry McCarthy. Thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about what you're doing at the moment, career-wise.
None of that. None of that. I talk faster than I drive now, believe me. Yeah, that's all in the past.
Yeah.
Mind you, after saying that, you know, when a Grand Prix comes on, I'm there on Sunday and I'm on the edge of my seat, and I swear to you, I'm waiting for the lights to go out and the foot's still bouncing up and down.
So you still follow Formula One really closely?
It's massive, yeah. You know,
Amazing.
I get up in the middle of the night to see the stuff in Australia or wherever it is. And,
I love that.
But honestly, I'm still sitting there after all these years and just waiting for the lights to go out, and here we go.
I've heard that you funded the start of your racing career. Like you said, you didn't come from a money background, through working on an oil rig.
Yeah, oil rigs, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can you tell me a little bit about that story and how that took you to Formula One?
Yeah, it was my way in. So I decided I wanted to go on track and be a race driver. And there was an opportunity for me to work on the North Sea rigs. And it was very well paid, it really was. But it still took 2.5 years to get the money together to even come in and start motor racing. So when I was out there, I was just dreaming of being on the track and dreaming, I think I could be fast. And I convinced myself I could be fast, you know?
Yeah.
And this was, of course, taken from the stuff I was doing on the road, where I got to meet a lot of the London police very quickly like that.
Is that how you figured out you were quick? By
it was actually,
racing where you weren't supposed to be?
The funny thing was, it was even more bizarre than that, because word about my road driving, I'm sorry to admit this, but word about my road driving got around. And the chief instructor of Brands Hatch, big circuit in Kent, as you know, actually came out to get me. And he said, I keep hearing about you driving and show me what you can do.
Breaking all the laws of the roads.
Absolutely, you know? And I took him as fast as I could. And the great thing was there was no speed cameras on the track. Yeah. So that was it.
Change.
That was the beginning. He dragged me out the car. He just said, you've got to become a racing driver, started introducing me to people. And that's when I found out the small word beginning with M that's fundamental to motor racing: money.
Yeah.
If you want to be a Formula One driver, ideally, get yourself a very, very wealthy family and start young.
Ideally be born into a lot of money.
If your own family hasn't got enough money, leave them. Join another family that's got more money. Just say, Mum, Dad,
Find someone
you
who's willing to adopt you.
I've got to make these tough decisions now. I can be a loving sum proportional to budget.
You made it to Formula One.
Yes.
Which is an amazing achievement, but you famously or infamously never managed to start a race, not necessarily because of your own abilities.
We were terrible.
So what happened there? I know you had a few very unfortunate situations, being sent out onto the track on wet tyres when it was dry, being released from the pit lane too late so you didn't have time to set a qualifying lap. There's lots of things that happened. How do you feel about that now, looking back?
I had quite a few different Formula One offers, but they needed just a tiny bit of sponsorship. And I had nothing, zero. In fact, even by then I was in massive debt. So you just go, okay, these guys are going to take me on board. I've got a rough idea it isn't going to be pretty, you know, but it gets me into Formula One. Maybe I can just do something with this car. But we were too far off. So it actually was heartbreaking, to be honest, because by then, including rigs, it had taken me 10 years to get to F1. Massive fight, got there. It was so lovely how everybody greeted me when I got to F1. Perry, you've made it, you're in. All the people from F1 who are terribly well known. That was so sweet. I'll always remember that. Always remember that.
And at the time you were dubbed the unluckiest driver in the world.
I was, yes.
Do you think that's a fair judgment? Did you feel that way at the time? Do you still feel that way?
Look, there's an element of it where I had some bizarre misfortunes in my career, and I really did. I would also say that, to be quite serious, that I'd had a few fairly horrible crashes. So then I'm always also a terribly lucky bloke.
Moving on to your time on TopGear.
Yes.
You were the original Stig in TopGear.
Now you recognise me.
Which is such an iconic character. That must have been so much fun. Was it strange at the time being so well known or such a famous character, but no one knew it was you?
It was bizarre. You know, I mean, I swear to you, sometimes I'd be at the pub with a pal or something like that, and I'd hear some people speaking, say, yeah, who do you think the Stig is? And I'm standing right next to them.
It must have been so hard to keep it in and not say anything.
And I didn't say anything, not even for free lager did I say anything, you know? But it was amazing how it captivated everybody, you know? And the thing about keeping it secret worked, massively worked, because really shortly after, I mean, we kicked this off in September, October 2002. Mm-hmm. And within a short period of time, TopGear was into 215 different countries around the world. Yeah. And keeping it secret, because you know what it's like, if you say I've got a secret, I'm gonna keep going. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah. People are interested. Mm. And the question of who is the Stig became one of the top 10 questions asked on the internet.
That's crazy. Did you tell people like really close to you in your life, like close friends, family, or was it like a MI6 situation, you literally can't tell anyone?
But it's really funny you mention MI6 because my wife is ex-MI5.
No way.
Yeah?
That's so
and
cool.
Jeremy said to me, you can't tell anybody. And I said, Jem, because obviously the first one was all in black. Yeah. I said, I'm going to have to tell Karen, Jem. He said, no, you can't tell Karen. I said, Jeremy, you know Karen. And she's ex-MI5, you know. He said, no, you can't tell Karen, you can't tell anybody. I said, Jem, trust me, I'm going to have to tell Karen. He said, why? I said, mate, on a filming day, you try sneaking out of the house at 6 o'clock in the morning, dressed from head to foot in black leather, saying, I should be home around midnight, darling, but don't worry, nothing's going on. He said, I see your point, you can tell Karen. But that was the secrecy. But no.
Did you tell your wife?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. No, she had to. She had to know. They agreed there.
Yeah. I imagine you're feeling pretty confident going into the simulator.
Don't expect too much. Don't put the pressure on
My expectations are high. Come on, you come from Formula One.
I don't play these things. I mean, the last time I drove one of these was me and Johnny Herbert were at the British Grand Prix. We jumped on these things, and we were headbutting each other across the entire weekend. Then all of a sudden, on one of the sims next to us, I don't know how old this kid was, 12. He came on and blew us both away. There's something about sim racing, and there's something about how the really good people, or the people who are getting better and better, it's something how they get something out of the sim. What I'm trying to set the scene for here is that
you're better in a real car than on a simulator.
I'm not one of those people, okay? I'll get it around the track, hopefully not too many of them. We'll see if I've completely disgraced myself. But it's not what I do. Yeah. Okay?
We're racing around Silverstone today. I imagine you know the track well. Do you have...
You know, the funny thing is, I don't.
Do you not?
No, because it's all changed.
Yeah, have they changed the track layout quite a lot?
I've never raced at Silverstone as it is now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Seriously.
I was going to ask you if you have a particular lap time in mind that you're aiming for.
Fastest.
Fastest. That's a great answer. Are you aiming to beat Lewis Hamilton's track record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Lewis has probably got me covered on that one.
All right, Perry, we're going to get you in the simulator now. Are you ready?
I was born for it.
That's what we love to hear. Okay, Perry, you're in the hot seat now. You've had a bit of a warm-up, but now's the time to lock in. How are you feeling?
As you know, I don't do this, and I'm instantly back in to thinking, okay, I messed up there, what I need to do now, can I get the power down there, did I go too fast there? And it's like opened up my head as a race driver immediately.
That was already much better reaction times than the others.
Got to be careful not to get too greedy on some of these corners, because if you're going too fast, you go too deep, and then you can't get, look, there you go, immediately. Too deep, that's with me talking.
Are you the type of driver
excuse me a second, right, I'm now going to be going on a lap, so...
Going to lock in going into the start of the straight here.
Okay. Goodbye, friendly Perry.
Oh no.
Hello, stupid Perry. Okay, let's completely dump that lap.
Hot Laps is powered by our friends at Betway. Betway is your home for weekly free bets, free spins, and so much more. Don't miss out. Head to Betway today. Bet the responsible way.
Actually, I quite like this simulator.
Do you? Yeah. You're enjoying it?
Yeah, it's kind of it allows you to hold the car, and it's kind of, it's not doing a bad job actually on some of the reality here. That was a little bit better. Okay, so previously I've gone into this just a tiny bit too quick, so let's just take a little bit more out so that we can, okay, that's a bit better.
That was good.
Yeah, it wasn't mega, but it was tidy enough. And then just a small lift through here, and then now brake, get it in. Whoa, slide on. Okay, this is a half decent lap. It's nothing particularly sensational. Okay, I'm just gonna start getting prepared now for this next lap, which, okay, Perry's shutting up now.
Okay, now you're going for the mega lap. You're just aiming for 130s here. Too focused. I feel stressed for you, this is tense. Right, going into the final sector here.
What's happened?
And that's where your time ends.
No,
I'm
no,
afraid. Your 10 minutes is up.
I don't care about your schedule. It's like,
Final time was a 140.9. How do you feel about that?
it's not fair. The tyres were old. The team's rubbish. I told them the car wasn't prepared. The engine's down on power. They should have
It's
done
your
more
Formula
work
One
over the
career
winter.
all over
It's
again.
unbelievable. I got jet lag. I wasn't, you know, I was ill as a child. Anything else I can think of? Yeah, stomach upset. Yeah, it's just, it wasn't right, you know.
You are still 8 seconds faster than our current highest time on the leaderboard, so you've put in a strong pole position lap there.
Maybe I could see another couple of seconds there, but the fact of the matter is I didn't do it, so I'm left with the time I did, and it was good fun. But that's exactly what I mean. It's like suddenly I'm back in.
So how long do you think your time will remain at the top of our leaderboard?
Well, if Stevie Wonder's your next guest, I stand a good chance of it staying there for a while. It depends on who you have on. You know, I guarantee you that what I did there was, within those amount of laps, it was okay, nothing mega. But if you get some of these lads and girls who are real good gamers who play this all the time,
Yeah.
I personally reckon that they would take that apart, what I've just done there.
Thank you very much, Perry, for joining us. It's been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
having me along.